Welcome to Marketdata. This is John LaRosa, the President and Research Director of the company. We've been around since 1979, but we realize that not everybody knows who Marketdata is and what we do. So we put together this video to give you an idea of our reports and services. We wanted to give you some information about our website and all the information you can find there, such as report tables of contents, detailed descriptions, and the store where you can securely order our reports online. We also have custom research and consulting services. As always, you can contact our offices Monday through Friday and ask us any questions you might have, or request sample pages from our reports, or let us know how we can help you with our research. So we're going to get started in a minute with a few slides that will give you some more information. Hopefully you'll stay with us for a few minutes and get a better idea of what we do. Okay, let's get started. First, Marketdata has a focus on the service sector. We produce off-the-shelf or multi-client studies in a variety of different industries, mostly healthcare and service industries. Service industries are very tough to analyze because you have a lot of small privately owned companies that don't have public information. We also do custom research and consulting. We do teleconferences and webinars as well. We analyze niche markets and find the hard to find information. We're independent, we're unbiased, we're a privately owned company, and we've been that way since the beginning. Marketdata reports are used by a variety of different people that may have the need for information, such as Fortune 500 companies, entrepreneurs and startups, Wall Street brokerage firm analysts, people that may be investing in a franchise, consulting firms, private equity firms, and most importantly, your competitors, people in your industry that you're competing with. Why do companies need market research? Well, for one thing, it's to save time and money. You can get up to speed virtually overnight about the industries and markets that we cover by reading one of our reports, instead of doing all that time-consuming, tedious research yourself. You can use market research to beef up your marketing and business plans with supporting data that will corroborate the story you're trying to tell. Market research can also be used to avoid making mistakes and getting into markets where there's too much competition or the growth potential is not that great. It's also to identify untapped niche market segments that you may not have thought of. So why purchase Marketdata reports compared to other publishers' reports that may be on the market? Well, for one thing, each report that we produce is custom made. It doesn't involve a lot of filler or boilerplate macroeconomic information databases to fill up a report. We give you just the meat of the matter, just the relevant information. And we do cover the same topics primarily in each report, such as the market size and growth, trends affecting the market, the major issues affecting the industry, the competitors, the operating ratios, but it's all custom researched for that particular market. Also, we have 15 to 20 years of sales data in each report, which a lot of our competitors don't have. A lot of our competitors try to forecast where the market is going based on 3 to 5 year data, and you just can't do that for a lot of industries. You need to look at the long term. Our reports are affordable. You can buy them by chapters. You don't have to buy the whole report if you don't have the budget for it. You can buy specific chapters. Value. We give you more information and more detailed and more comprehensive information for less money than other publishers. We don't publish a lot of reports. We don't publish quantity. We don't publish hundreds of reports per year, but we do produce high quality. Market research is not rocket science. Anybody can do it, but you have to ask yourself a few questions. Do you have the time to do it yourself? Each report takes us 100 to 150 man hours of tedious research. Do you have that time? How much is your time worth? Figure it out. Can you do it? Do you have the sources that you need to get the information that you need, which sometimes is hard to find information? We do have the sources. We've been cultivating writers and reporters and researchers and analysts and people in the industry for 10 or 15 years in many cases or more. So we have the context, we know where to go. Some of the sources that we use in our reports are trade associations, industry trade journals, government census surveys, which come out annually or every 5 years, reporters and their published articles, custom telephone, mail, and internet surveys, stock analyst reports, conference calls with stock analysts if they're a publicly owned company, SEC documents like 10Ks and 10Qs, annual reports, company press releases, franchise offering documents, and a lot more. So we're very comprehensive in the sources that we use. Sometimes, in many cases, there is no trade association or trade journal representing the industry. So we're about the closest thing to an unbiased, objective source on industry data. So what do you do in the case when there's no trade association? I'll give you a few examples. The weight loss market, the self-improvement market, and the dating services market. None of these markets have national trade associations. One myth that's out there is that everything that everybody needs is out there free on the internet. That's not really the case. The best information is never free. The profiles and revenues of small privately owned companies is usually not available on the internet. Detailed industry forecasts and the rationale for those forecasts, not available free. User demographics, also not available. Findings of custom mail, phone, and internet surveys, management interviews, none of this is going to be available for free on the internet. You get what you pay for. There's a lot of good information out there on the internet for free, but not the best information. And when looking at doing a forecast, you can't just use 3 to 5 years of sales data. Markets are dynamic and they're affected by changing state and federal government legislation, recessions, expansions, the weather, wars that the country may be in, shifting consumer attitudes, new technologies, and fad cycles. History repeats itself. So you have to go back 10, 15, sometimes 20 years to see what's happened to this market or industry in the past to judge where it's likely to go in the future. So in conclusion, why reinvent the wheel? Marketdata has the quality information that you need. It's fast, it's affordable, it's insightful, it's all in one place. So don't knock yourself out. We've got all the information that you need, and it's affordable, it's available at your fingertips virtually overnight.